One look, and the world changes forever. He was 19, maybe 20, just a kid in a man's war. Lips cracked from the desert, blood on the sand where he fell to the floor. His eyes weren't angry, they weren't even scared anymore. Just glassy and quiet, like an ocean that washed up on shore. I held his hand while the light slowly faded away, and in that last moment I heard the whole world say, anyone who stood where I stood that day would trade every flag and every cause away. Anyone who's ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield, bleeding in the dirt, would think hard, real hard, before starting a war. Would burn every banner, every sword, every word. Because once you've seen that look, that final silent plea, you understand what victory really costs humanity. I've seen mothers get letters, I've seen children grow old too fast. I've watched politicians smile while the body count climbed at last. They talk about glory, about freedom, about pride, but they've never held a boy while the last of him died. They never smelled the copper, never felt the soul leave, never carried that silence in their chest like a disease. If they had just once stood where I stood that day, they'd never sign another order, never send another boy away. Anyone who's ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier dying on the battlefield, whispering his mother's name, would think hard, real hard, before starting a war. Would fall to their knees and beg for peace in shame. Because that look stays with you, it burns behind your eyes. 1,000 yards down that never truly So let the generals scream, let the leaders roar. I've seen what war really looks like, and I'm not going anymore. Anyone who's ever looked into the glazed eyes of a soldier will carry that boy forever in the back of their mind. They'll think hard, so hard, before starting a war. They'll choose every living soul over glory every time. Let the last thing we see be the eyes of the living, not the glazed empty stare of the down we keep giving. One look, and the world should change forever. Think hard, come.